Matthew 1. We are reading, I'm going to call them the Messianic writings because Messianic, Messiah makes sense. And just because you write another chapter doesn't mean that all the other chapters are now officially useless. That trust me, this will not say that as I read it. You will notice it will not say that. It does not say that the Bible people that say the Bible contradicts themselves clearly don't understand what the Bible is saying. The Bible does not contradict itself. Like when people say like, "Oh, Peter was saying we're allowed to eat unclean meats because if you read the whole chapter, it says he's talking about Jews and Gentiles." But hey, what do I know? I just pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you just read it and you just assume it, then please close your mouth. I don't care. Anyways, I read from the Institute of Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. And he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, Yod-He, Vav-He. There's no difference. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matters when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name, because no, they're not. And no one in their right mind would ever believe that, and only a fool would believe that a hammer can force its creator to do anything. There was no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic text because the letter J is only about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, which it says in the Bible, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. Matthew 1. And Matthew in English is spelled M-A-T-T-H-E-U, and in Hebrew it's M-A-T-T-I-T-H-Y-A-H-U. Matthew. Matitheu. Anyways. The book of the genealogy of Yehoshua, Messiah, son of David, son of Abraham. Abraham brought forth Yitzhak. Abraham is A-B with a line underneath of it, R-A-H-A-M. Messiah is M-E-S-S-I-A-H. I-A-H, yeah. David is D-A-W-I-D with a line underneath of it. In English, David is David, in case anyone gets any stupid ideas, as I've so graciously learned in the past. Yitzhak, or Yitzhak, Y-I-T-S-H with a dot, A-Q, and Yitzhak brought forth Jacob, Y-A-apostrophe-A-Q-O-B with a line underneath of it, that's Jacob. And Jacob brought forth Yehuda, which is Judah, Y-E-H-U-D with a line underneath of it, A-H, and his brothers. And Yehuda brought forth Peretz, P-E-R-E-T-S, and Zerah, Z-E-R-A-H with a dot, by Tamar, T-A-M-R, and Peretz brought forth Hetzron, H with a dot, E-T-S-R-O-N, and Hetzron brought forth Ram, R-A-M, and Ram brought forth Aminadab, A-M-M-I-N-A-D with a line underneath of it, A-B with a line underneath of it. Excuse me. And Aminadab brought forth Nashon, N-A-H with a dot, S-H-O-N, and Nashon brought forth Salmon, S-A-L-M-O-N, and Salmon brought forth Boaz, B-O apostrophe A-Z, by Rahab, R-A-H with a dot, A-B with a line underneath of it, and Boaz brought forth Obed, O-B with a line underneath of it, E with a half a check mark, D with a line underneath of it, by Ruth, R-U-T-H, and Obed brought forth Yeshai, Y-I-S-H-A-I, and Yeshai brought forth David the Sovereign, and David the Sovereign brought forth Sholomo, S-H-E-L-O-M-O-H, by Uriah's wife. Uriah is U-R-I-Y-A-H, And Sholomo brought forth Rehabam, R-E-H with a dot, A-B with a line underneath of it, apostrophe A-M. And Rehabam brought forth Abiah, A-B with a line underneath of it, I-Y-A-H. And Abiah brought forth Asa, A-S-A. And Asa brought forth Yehoshaphat, Y-E-H-O-S-H-A-P-H-A-T. And Yehoshaphat brought forth Yoram, Y-O-R-A-M. And Yoram brought forth Uzziah, U-Z-Z-I-Y-A-H. And Uzziah brought forth Yotham, Y-O-T-H-A-M. And Yotham brought forth Ahaz, A-H with a dot, A-Z. And Ahaz brought forth Hizkiah, H with a dot, I-Z-Q-I-Y-A-H-U. And Hizkiah brought forth Manasseh, M-E-N-A-S-H-S-H-E-H. And Manasseh brought forth Ammon, A-M-O-N. And Ammon brought forth Yoshea, Y-O-S-H-I-Y-A-H-U. And Yoshea brought forth Yechonai, Y-E-K with a line underneath of it, O-N-Y-A-H. And his brothers at the time of the exile of Babel, B-A-B with a line underneath of it, E-L. At the time of the exile to Babel, not of Babel. Excuse me. And after the exile of Babel, Yechonai brought forth Shealtiel, S-H-E apostrophe A-L-T-I apostrophe E with a half a check mark L. And Shealtiel brought forth Zerubbabel, Z-E-R-U-B-B-A-B with a line underneath of it, E-L. And Zerubbabel brought forth Abihud, A-B with a line underneath of it, I-H-U-D with a line underneath of it. And Abihud brought forth Abner, and Abner brought forth... Oh, Abner... when it starts Abner, there's a bracket. Oh, it says B. What does B mean? Oh, it appears in the Hebrew text. The Du-Tillit, D-U, capital D-U, space, capital T-I-L-L-I-T, Hebrew text. Abner and Abner brought forth. Okay, so we're going to include that because it's in the Hebrew text. And again, the majority of the Bible, and I mean the majority of the Bible, is Hebrew. Very little is it Aramaic, and even less is it Greek. Abner is A-B with a line underneath of it, N-E-R, and Abner brought forth Eliakim, E-L-Y-A-Q-I-M, and Eliakim brought forth Azor, A-Z-O-R, and Azor brought forth Sadak, T-S-A-D with a line underneath of it, O-Q, and Sadak brought forth Yaquim, A-Y... A-Q-I-M. It's just A-Q-I-M. There's no Y whatsoever. And Aquim brought forth Elihud, E-L-I-H-U-D with a line underneath of it. And Elihud brought forth Eleazar, E-L apostrophe A-Z-A-R. And Eleazar brought forth Matan, M-A-T-T-A-N. And Matan brought forth Jacob. And Jacob brought forth Yosef, Y-O-S-E with a half a check mark P-H. Which, by the way, Yosef is Joseph. It's a simple letter change. And of course there's no half a check mark on top of the E, but that's fine. The husband of Miriam, M-I-R-Y-A-M, of whom was born Yehoshua, who is called Messiah. And you're welcome to take these Hebrew texts as they leave it and go and translate it directly into the language that you speak. And me being English, Yehoshua is Joshua. So Joshua, who is called Messiah. See how easy that was? I didn't go through 1,000 different languages and steal some Latin here and there and steal some German here and there to come up with Jesus. Disgusting. So all the generations from Abraham to David were 14 generations, and from David until the exile to Babel were 14 generations, and from the exile to Babel until the Messiah were 14 generations. But the birth of Yehoshua, Messiah, was as follows. After his mother Miriam was engaged to Joseph, before they came together, she was found to be pregnant from the set-apart spirit. And Joseph, her husband, being righteous and not wishing to make a show of her, had in mind to put her away secretly. But while he thought about this, see, a messenger of YahWeh appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Miriam as your wife, for that which is in her was brought forth from the set-apart spirit, and she shall give birth to a son, capital S and son. Excuse me. And you shall call his name Yehoshua, for he shall save his people from their sins. Because Yehoshua means YahWeh is salvation. And all this came to be in order to fill what was spoken by YahWeh through the prophet, saying, See, and Alma, A-L-M-A-A, A-H. There's a D. What does D mean? D means... Oh. D means, according to the Shem, S-H-E-M, Tob, T-O-B, with a line underneath of it, Hebrew text, and Yesh. So Isaiah 7:14. If you want to go and look that up, Isaiah 7:14 is referring to this in Matthew 1:23. See, and Alma shall conceive, and she shall give birth to a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel. I-M-M-A-N-U apostrophe E with a half a check mark L, which translated means L with us. L is E with a half a check mark L with us. Something else I forgot to mention. If I say E with a half a check mark, the half a check mark is always on top of the E. It's never been anywhere else. If I say H with the dot is always underneath the H in the middle. Haven't seen it anywhere else. I'll try to enunciate the words more so when they're capitalized, when they're referring to YahWeh or Yehoshua with a set-apart spirit, or any of their stuff when it becomes capitalized. Yeah, anyways, back to it. And Joseph awaking from... And let's try this again, excuse me. And Joseph, awaking from his sleep, did as the messenger of YahWeh commanded him, and took his wife, but knew her not until she gave birth to her son, the firstborn, and he called his name Yehoshua. Yes. That was a good one.